Okay, this is off to a great start. There we are. What it does like an optical illusion. Good morning, everybody.
That's cool.
Welcome to another edition of Breakfast with Disaster. My name is Dan Bauer. I'm here with my lovely wife slash boss, Nicole Brown. Nicole, how you doing? Nikki.
I'm good.
We are live every Tuesday at 10 a.m. with one simple mission, which we're straying from today. But generally, we're telling you about all the worst things that can happen so that you know how to avoid them. Talking fire, water, mold, one day earthquakes, probably.
We did talk
We
about
did
that
talk
once,
about
yeah.
earthquakes. We had one earthquake so far. Here's to many more. Um, Today we're talking about something a little bit different. We've got big ServPro news happening.
Big Surf Pro energy.
Big BSE,
Yep.
right? Yes.
Yes.
And good morning to everyone who's joining us. Haley, Lisa, who else? Devin, folks are hopping on. We are going to Tampa, Florida.
Ever heard of it?
There are over 2,000 Serve
Exotic.
Pro franchise locations all over the place. And if you guys have never really asked or I've never really explained, because generally it's kind of boring, right? To
Surf Pro
people outside?
convention?
No, Serve Pro in general. Do you, I mean, people ask. There's like 2,000
I don't think
locations.
it's boring. I
Uh,
mean, we do crazy stuff here.
we do crazy stuff here.
And I could talk to a person about it for 8 hours and
And,
you wouldn't be bored by my stories.
and we do that stuff in the US, we do it in Canada, we do it all over the place. And so there's like thousands and thousands and thousands of people that are a part of this whole big team. Every year, we all get together at Serve Pro Convention, which
Hmm.
has been all sorts of places.
At Burning Man.
At Burn, I wish. Do I wish? I don't know if I wish that.
I don't know if you wish that.
Um, and Serve Pro Convention is next week down in Tampa, Florida. And Nikki and myself are going to be popping down. So, Nikki, you are a sort of a convention veteran, right?
Yeah, I'm like a Nepo baby.
Okay.
For Surf Pro conventions because I only ever had to go to Surf Pro conventions as a
As a,
kid.
yeah.
As a little kid who
So,
got to say, put that drink on room 204.
Nikki's parents own this franchise here,
Yeah.
our two locations, and so you've been going forever and ever to wherever Serve Pro Convention was.
Hmm.
This is your first time going as a proper owner, or as you call a nepo baby, whatever you
Yeah.
want to say about yourself.
Surf Pro would refer to us as second gen. I like saying Nepo
It
baby.
makes you feel
I feel like a
like,
star.
yeah, you feel like a gemstone.
Yeah.
Um, so are you excited? Is it going to be? I've got some pictures here of some past times
Uh-oh.
you've been at Serve Pro Convention.
You
So
do?
I just to show you guys kind of what it looks like.
Did you hack my phone?
I hacked your phone. I was in your iCloud. Tell me what's going on here.
Oh my god, look how cute I was.
Very cute.
It was so cute.
So when was this picture?
That was 2012 because I used to only go to Surf Pro conventions if there was a Disney near them, is the ones that I would like to go to. So this one was in, oh, we used to have Surf Pro conventions in Orlando on the Disney resorts. This was at the Swan and Dolphin. So that's my cousin Katie. Shout out Katie. So yeah, that's when that was 2012 Surf Pro convention,
And
which is also the year that, do you
wait,
have another?
I might have some more pictures.
Okay.
What's going on here?
Okay, so that was also the year my parents got their Surf Pro
So
Rolex.
what does that mean exactly?
They hit 1 million in gross.
Yeah.
So whenever I think the threshold's higher now, but in 2012,
That was a
and
huge deal.
yeah, it was a huge deal. It was a huge deal. They had worked so long and so hard for their Rolex. They got their Surf Pro Rolex, and that was at the award ceremony.
And so there's them again with the boxes, the
Yeah.
big crowns.
They
Now,
still have them. My mom wears hers every single day.
so I want to ask you, like, how do you feel? Do you feel proud? Like, what was it like seeing that happen? Because that
Yeah,
was
it was
at this
really
point.
amazing because my parents always talked about like we're this close to our Rolex, or next year we're gonna get our Rolex, or they were always like talking about that next big milestone. So it was exciting to see it, especially because I had been to so many other Surf Pro conventions, and this is when they got their Rolex. So I was happy to be there for that.
Right. As our resident Nepo baby, and I'm going to keep calling you that because you called yourself that. I mean, what has it been like seeing this business grow for basically your whole life?
I think, wow,
I know, heavy
getting
question,
deep.
right?
It's been really exciting. I mean, was, we grew up in literally a studio apartment, two kids, two adults, studio apartment, to and running ServPro out of that studio apartment.
That's time to be real.
It's
Are you
time to
kidding
be
me?
real. Oh no, turn that off. And then, growing it from our like one room studio apartment to then like eventually we got a laundry room, and then eventually we have this whole warehouse that we own. Like we own it. We're not renting it. We own it. And so it's been like it's truly the American dream. My Aunt Donna and my Uncle Mike were in ServPro. They told my mom, if you want to make a living and you want to support your family and you want to get into a company that's going to take care of you, then buy the ServPro franchise. And they listened and they did. And 25, 27 years later, like now we're going to convention.
Yes.
Pretty cool.
So you can give that same experience to your children, which
Okay, Dan.
Homer and Zadie are around here
Oh, you
somewhere.
mean those? You mean our
Yeah, our
fur
dogs.
babies?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought
Um,
we were having a different time.
but yeah, that must be sort of cool. Like now it's up to you. Now there's a new chapter here.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? What's your business plan?
My business plan.
Yeah, reveal it.
I'm just gonna talk about my business plan for a convention.
Yeah, what's
Which
your business plan for
is
convention? Which is like poolside.
well, it'll be mom and dad is gonna be classes at 7, and then pool after the classes. I don't know. We have a whole litany of classes that I'm like excited to take. Honestly, I never thought I would say that. No offense.
Nerd.
But I'm really excited to do like there's gonna be a chemistry class for like the chemistry of cleaning
Yeah, that's
products,
cool. So
which I
ServPro
like.
has a I'm several chemists actually who work for
Yeah,
ServPro. There's a specific guy, Hugh Lloyd, who's sort of head chemist. He's
cool guy.
super nice. He's very accessible. Like if I wanted to call him right now and I
I've
have
talked to him on the phone.
like, hey, what's the best way to clean up nitroglycerin or something? He's got that right out of his noodles.
Yeah.
So having that as part of the system is super cool. And yeah, he teaches a class on the chemistry of what we do, which is important to know and also very interesting. What else?
I mean, there's also like because this primarily most of the franchises were husband and wife, husband and wife. Now they're going into second gen nepo babies. Um, so before, like, I mean, like I said, it's my first convention as like a surf pro person, but there is a women's panel,
Right.
which is exciting, because you would think of this industry as mostly like male dominated, but
Definitely.
there's not. I mean, it's like mostly pairs, husband, wives, and now like brothers and sisters as like the kids get into it. So the women's panel I'm excited about, and also just like get out of town.
Yeah. We'll have to find
What
some.
do you do in Tampa, guys?
Yeah, we don't know. We're gonna have to find some time for us to like go and have like a dinner or something.
Yeah, I
It's
want
gonna
to
be
go in
pretty
the.
busy.
I want to go in the water.
Okay, we can probably make that happen.
Yeah,
So
it's gonna be so hot.
it is gonna be so hot. Yeah, I'll be in Kansas City starting Saturday for
True.
the Building Owners and Managers Association conference, which I'm excited about. That's I'm on the board of the Buffalo Building Owners and Managers Association, so we're going down as a group to represent, and I am a young professional and a former scholar, so I get some special breakfast.
Wait.
There's more.
Wait, there's more. We forgot to say that Dan, our first time ever at Surf Pro South Downs, Dan's gonna be on a panel at convention because he's so good at his job.
Okay, yeah, I am presenting on a panel with some other folks from different franchises and from corporate about building relationships with commercial partners, which has kind of been my bread and butter for the past couple of years here.
True.
And that's a big deal to us
Big
because
deal.
that's only a handful, probably, I don't actually know the number, but like a very, very small amount of people throughout the entire US and Canada get selected to speak at convention. So we are one of those people because we are.
Because you're really good at your job. Because you're really good at your job. Just admit it.
Okay. I'm pretty good at my job, and so we make a good pair. I'm good at my job, and you're a nepo baby. And we're gonna be taking Tampa by storm.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to that. So there will be no show next week, because I've got to take this laptop down to Florida for Nikki.
I gotta use it, guys.
So
Sorry.
we are canceled next week. We'll be back July.
Something.
The 4th of July is the next
Oh,
Tuesday.
so then no.
2 weeks off from Breakfast with Disaster. So I hope you guys won't miss me too much. Yeah, I'm sure you will miss Nikki. I would. So we'll see you guys mid-July. Let's do our wheel spin. You ready for that?
Yeah.
All right. So if you guys don't know this wheel, I don't know how. This is for the Serve Pro Mug Club. You get a coffee mug, you get a number on the bottom, it gets registered to this wheel. Every week we draw a prize. If you are watching and we draw your number, you get a double prize. And the only way I can know you're watching is if you tell me hello in the comments or talk about Florida the last time you were in Florida. If you guess the temperature right of,
What?
I don't know, it's going to be
Just-
hot there. Just do the wheel.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you do the wheel? You can do the click. I know
Click,
you like
click,
it.
click.
Clickety clackety, clickety clackety, clickety clackety, click. And where do we land? 303 band.
I'm gonna ban 303.
I've got beef with you. All right. Jeanette over at Kevin Dudzinski and Associates. So Jeanette, if you're on, let us know. If not, don't let us know that you missed your double prize. It's a real shame. That is it for us today. Like I said, we'll be back in 2 weeks after our
We're gonna be
short
so
summer break.
tan. We're gonna be so tan.
Tan all over. Jan all over.
Yeah.
So we will see you guys then. Until next time, have a wonderful couple of weeks. Have a wonderful 4th of July.
Happy summer.
Be safe. Don't blow
Tomorrow
your...
starts summer.
Yeah.
Summer solstice.
Careful with fireworks.
I hate fireworks.
No fireworks this year.
No fireworks.
No fireworks.
Bad for the environment, bad for dogs.
See you guys
We're
next
taking
time.
a stance.